Speaking of Fantastic Four, let's talk about some Fantastic Four fan casting. We're gonna share our Fantastic Four fan casting. I encourage you to include Dr. Doom if you have it. Do I have to go first? Aaron, you're at the top of the screen. You tell me. Do I go first or you go first? Who talks first?
I can go. I mean, I'm the one who rose the word of freaking Dragon Ball Evolution in here. It's my punishment now.
Did anybody just catch my Star Wars reference? Nobody?
I did. That was Poe at the beginning of Last Jedi. You're good.
Yeah.
Look, I'm in my era. This is my moment. Star Wars. Okay?
That's always my era. I'm with you. I'm with you, bud.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right, Aaron. You go ahead. Go ahead with your right. And if anybody steals mine, I quit.
I hope now there's pressure because our villain rankings were like 80% the same. So I have for Mr. Fantastic, I have Henry Golding because I kind of want them to go a little younger. Yeah,
Aaron!
No, you're
bro. I swear, if I could turn my camera around and show you my notes,
you're lying.
Aaron, on everything. If I could show you my notes, I had John Krasinski, but that's boring and predictable. So Henry Golding. I swear.
Really?
Hold on. Listen, hold on a second.
No.
Hold on, I'm taking a picture. I have not touched my keyboard,
Please.
bro.
Oh no.
Aaron.
No!
I swear I had Henry Golding.
Oh
Me and Aaron, we are just look at this.
Oh, the ABD hive mind is so real. Oh no!
If we have the same Sue Storm, I'm out.
No,
there's no way. There's no way.
I think I'm safe on this one because I want Amanda Seyfried as Sue Storm.
Ooh, I love it.
Yeah, I thought so. I was like, yeah, I think that would be good because they said they wanted a mix of like really known people and like people who might not have gotten these opportunities. So like you got your two heavy hitters, and then of course Doom over here. For young Johnny Storm that will eat pizza with Tom Holland on screen at some point, we have Alex Lange. Like, I just went for, like, Point Break looking kids. Point Break looking, like, 19-year-old actors. And I'm like, yeah, there you go. That's absolutely right. You look like you smell like the ocean. That's what we're looking for. And then for the thing, Brendan Fraser. Because he's really, I really think that would be cool. He's had a little bit of renaissance here, of course, and I feel like you'd be really, really good. Like I don't know.
But that would put him in another role where it's not him. Like, can we let him use his face?
At least the Batgirl movie. At least we get to see his face in the Batgirl movie. So at least there's that.
We're not just having him roll around and no, he'll be like the Thing, but with a paper bag on his head. It's just like, no, you're never allowed to be on screen again. And then for Doom, I got Javier Bardem.
Oh.
Yeah. I just went very angular, very, very dramatic. I was like, that would be cool. So that's my list. I don't do a ton of this, but I put in I love all of you that I put in the time to think about this.
With about an hour's notice, put together a good list.
Yeah,
good work.
I was sleeping when that notice came, so.
I hacked into BD's computer and then only got the first file, and that's how I got freaking Henry Golding, apparently.
I can't believe. Wow, yeah. Well, yeah, so mine was I think I like John Krasinski and the Emily Blunt fan casting for Reed Richards and Sue Storm. But I was like, okay, I need to give more than that because that's what everybody expects and all that stuff. So I said Henry Golding. I think Henry Golding's a really charming guy. He can be witty. He can be charismatic. He can play the genius. I think that'd be fun to see. I think for Sue Storm, this one I could see this happening. Alicia Vikander. I like her. I think she's got the talent for the gritty action sequences. She's also got, her role in Ex Machina showed just how much poise she can bring to the screen. I think she's super talented. I think that she could make a good Sue Storm. I also, speaking of Alicia Debnam Carey might be a good one too, who was Lexa on The 100 and is leaving Fear the Walking Dead now. So she could also, she's talented, and I don't feel like she's had her opportunity to really have a breakout moment. Like, she's had great roles, but I guess in like this kind of crazy mainstream way that Marvel provides, I think she could also thrive in that environment too. Johnny Storm, I think Harry Styles would have been good. I think he would have been really good, but he's Eros now. I really like the Zac Efron casting. So that's like, I think that's a fun. I like Zac Efron. He's a beautiful man, and he's a talented actor. So, and he's also been funny. Like when he plays roles where he's making fun of himself and kind of self-aware, kind of the same way The Rock does, like, and embraces comedy. Great, has some dramatic chops. And also he did that show where he traveled the world and tasted food and stuff. And I was like, Zac Efron's just cool, man. I'd love to spend time with him. Ben Grimm, I know he's already taken by Marvel, but not Marvel Studios. I think Tom Hardy would be a great Ben Grimm.
Oh.
And I think the movie will be better than his other Marvel movies. So I don't care. I'm saying Tom Hardy. And Dr. Doom, I've said this for a while. I think Jason Clarke would be a good Dr. Doom. I think he'd be really cool for it. That man can play some intensity. I don't know. I can't, like, when he was in the Apes movies, he's good, man. He's good. Also, I think Willem Dafoe would have been a good Doom, a really pretty exceptional Doom, but we can't. I'm not. That's one I won't take from Sony Marvel. I will let him stay there because he's iconic. But yeah, that's my casting. John Krasinski and Amanda Blunt, of course, but Henry Golding, Alicia Vikander, Zac Efron, Tom Hardy, and Jason Clarke.
Very nice. I'm just like, after you and Aaron, it's like the entire thing's just broken after you guys were so similar. I guess I'll go next. So obviously I've been vocal about 2 of the fan casts that are on my list. The other 2 for Sue and Johnny, I'm not like super passionate about a particular actor to play them. I think like I could also see them race bending the 2 of them. I think that would be great. I think the thought was there in Fan 4 Stick, but it didn't really fully get there. I think that would be fun to kind of have them not necessarily be played by white people, but just going off of my initial shoot from the hip fan cast, I've spoken about it at length. Glenn Howerton as Reed Richards. I think John Krasinski was fine in the context that we needed him to be in, but also he does not give the energy to me as being the smartest man in the room who knows that he is the smartest man in the room. Reed needs to be borderline sociopathic in like how much he loves science and how much he loves discovery and all of the stuff that makes him the leader of the Fantastic Four. And I think anyone who has watched It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia and has seen Glenn Howerton's character just go absolutely buck wild, like he can deliver a dramatic monologue like nobody's business. It is a thing where I could see him be the very chaotic, like dangerous side of Reed, but also the very nice family man who still has like good intentions at the end of the day. So that's my Reed. For Sue, my kind of shoot for the hip fan cast, because I am still a prisoner of having watched Glee for half my life. Diana Agron, I think, would be a really great Sue. I think she would be really fun, and I think the age difference between her and Glenn Howerton would be kind of cool. For Johnny, Ross Lynch, who was on Chilling Adventures of Sabrina and has done like Disney Channel sort of stuff. It's kind of to Aaron's point, I could see him eating pizza with Tom Holland. I think that would be kind of a fun team up between the 2 of them. For The Thing, I've said it many times, I will continue to say it, Seth Rogen would just be perfect. I think hearing him say it's clobbering time, you can envision that so perfectly. And after Chip and Dale and his little role in that, and roles in that when they poke fun at his like Lion King and all of that, I think he would do it, and I think it would be so much fun. He would get who Ben Grimm is as a person and would also get who The Thing is as a person, and I think it would just be so much fun. I can just hear him say it's clobbering time. It's perfect. And then for Doom, Mads Mikkelsen, because he was kind of done dirty by the first Doctor Strange, and I think he would be a super fun, he would commit to it on a level that would just make the internet go wild, and I think it would be so much fun to see him kind of get MCU redemption.
That's a good list.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
Seth Rogen as Ben Grimm as the Thing is, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's creative. Creative.
Tony says that all the time. Like he cuts like his dream fan cast.
It would be perfect. It works way too well, honestly.
I googled your Johnny Storm pick, and he looks like a Hollister advert. So well done, Jenna. Well done. There you go.
There we go.
Bring back Chris Evans. All right, Jamie, you're on. You're on the clock.
I did not prepare for this because again, I wake up 5 minutes before we start the show, so I don't have a fully formed thing, but I will throw out some things and we'll hear what the things are. We'll start with Johnny, because I am 100% here for the Zac Efron fan cast. It's not an original thought, but I love that man so much. Me and my two best friends have a Facebook chat that is solely dedicated to sending Zac Efron content. I think he is like Hemsworth in that he is someone who is very attractive, so sometimes you forget how funny they can be. The Neighbors movies I've seen probably more than any comedies that were made in the last 10 years. Those movies deeply, and I just think he's a good dude. And I saw somebody tweet that he was too old, and that made me feel really old. So I'm gonna sit with that one for a bit. If you think that he's too old for this role, ouch! I'll tell you that much. My thought was O'Shea Jackson Jr. Because I find him to be hilarious and adorable, and I'm excited that he's going to be in Obi-Wan Kenobi, and I'm ready to see more of him. And if you have not seen Ingrid Goes West, he is just brilliant in that movie, and he's really good in The Long Shot with Seth Rogen. There are people that I kind of put similar in my mind in terms of their performing. So that was my thought there. I didn't really give any thought to the other two because I don't know, this whole thing with Krasinski, it's too much for my brain. I have no preference either way. If he stays or goes, I will be fine either way. And that is how I feel about that. Dr. Doom, I mean, you know that my instinct to say is Nick Cage. Which would be, I mean, come on, like that would be some unhinged galaxy brain nonsense that I think could really work. But I really like Mads as that's like a real answer. But like I'm now picturing Nick Cage, and it's like blowing my brain.
That would be amazing. Oh my god.
He should have been in the Illuminati.
Yes.
Nick Cage Doom should have been in the Illuminati scene.
But no, I don't like fan casting. That's never been my thing. So I don't have any strong feelings about any of these, except I do love the idea of Zac Efron. And I'm sorry that I didn't come prepared, but some of us like to sleep. And that's what I did.
I don't sleep anymore. I slept like 4 hours. Whatever. Not because of work, just because I'm dumb. A couple of good suggestions in the comments section. I really liked. I think this is interesting to think about Adam Scott as Reed Richards or Dr. Doom. He could be interesting. I'm not trying a Nick Cage voice. I can't even audibly visualize that. But Raul Colli as Reed. Giancarlo Esposito as Dr. Doom would be something special. Yes. That would be
cool. He's proven himself. I mean, he's on my shirt. That's the wrong side. He's just the king of villainy. I mean, he's so good. Like, yeah, Moff Gideon's great, but Gus Fring is like possibly the best TV villain of all time. If we're really
Gus Fring is good enough to make your head explode.
Get out of here.